www.mysolarbackup.com. That's mysolarbackup.com. Remember, the government doesn't own the sun, so go to mysolarbackup.com or call 1-877-327-0365. Diamond Gusset is proud to announce the anthem of the Patriot Movement. They're offering a free CD, T-shirt, and bumper sticker with a qualifying purchase. Diamond Gusset offers great products at great prices while keeping Americans working.
I'm looking for a factory where a man can feed his family. Not worried about them moving it south, closing the doors and shutting her down tomorrow. I'm looking for America.
We're American and be proud. Go to gusset.com/America.
The land of the free and the home of the brave. Seems like I just woke up one day and it was gone, long gone. But I know in my heart it's still
Again, go to gusset.com/America today. Hello, this is Alex Jones with some important questions. If you're going into a battle and they give you a rifle and a sidearm, how much ammunition do you want? My answer would be all I can get. In the battle for freedom and the lives of your loved ones, food is your only ammunition. How much do you want? When do you want it? Now or after the battle starts? When will you need it? Can you buy it without proper identification? Will there be any food? Will it make your children sick? If there's a quarantine and you can't feed yourself, will you go to the gathering center and be immunized? You wipe out all these problems if you have a good food supply. Food is your ammunition to fight for your freedom and your life. How much will you need? We don't know. How much do you want? All you can get. I'm Alex Jones. I want all of you good guys to live to fight another day. Call 1-800-409-5633 or check it out on the web at efoodsdirect.com. Again, that number, 1-800-409-5633.
He's the T-Rex of political talk. Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network.
All right, Bob Chapman with us throughout the rest of the hour. We have some other very important news we're going to be going over. The federal government's saying the Mexican drug cartels are recruiting people domestically. Of course they are. And they're buying off the police. And once corruption reaches a certain level, we'll start falling apart like Mexico. That's all part of the globalist plan. That's in the North American Union SPP meetings that Bush and others signed in. And so you'll hear George Bush, criticizing globalism, and then he gets in as a big globalist. You'll hear, constant pushes for things. Ronald Reagan was campaigning against the Trilateral Commission and George Herbert Walker Bush, but then he caved into that. That's why we have to understand. The reason I'm getting into this now is I'm making a film dealing with puppets and politics and things like that, and a eugenics film and another film. And I've got all these interviews and all this material. I'm not even sure which one I'm going to put out. I've got to get on it, though. But more and more, we're getting ahead of, just like we told you what Obama would do from the left attack of the New World Order. Now we're getting everybody ready for the full Republican takeover. Because if we don't understand how they operate and educate people, we won't be able to hold their feet to the fire. But we're getting, for the first time, real toeholds with forcing things through here. And we can repeal the No Child Left Behind. We can repeal, which was a federal takeover. We can repeal the health care. We can get out of UNESCO. They just got rid of the Global Warming Committee yesterday. I mean, we can kick their hind ends if we believe it. And Charlotte, I wanted to bring Bob Chapman in because he was listening for 5 minutes on hold to you, covering all of this. Bob, what's your take on all these pyramid power structures, CFR with the left and right, CMP, the neocon arm of it to co-opt the conservative groups and kind of get them under control, the Royal Institute of International Affairs in England? From my research, in fact, give me a document cam shot, guys. I'm going to draw a image here for PrisonPlanet.tv viewers. From my research, everything is in pyramid power structures. That's why the New World Order symbol, is a pyramid. And at the bottom of these organizations, most people think they're operating in a good cause. Like local cops think they're actually fighting terrorists. But as you go up, the need to know gets less and less compartmentalized until you hit the top of the pyramid of the CFR or any of these groups. They have them all over the world. Then you find out this pyramid nexuses in to other pyramidal power structures, and that's the management system of the world. That's why if you go out and tell Masons they're involved in occultic activities, the average Mason isn't involved in that, so then you're discredited because they're compartmentalized. Or you go and explain to a good Catholic person who's anti-abortion, great American, that the Catholic Church is promoting world government now at the top. Not Catholic bashing, it's that it is. Or that major Protestant groups are promoting it. Or through these big denominations that, again, top-down control. Or you talk about Israel being corrupt. People then, the media spins it, oh, you just don't like Jews. No, there's corruption all over the world. The media says, you're criticizing China and its corruption. You must not like Asians. That happened under Clinton when he was selling us out. So again, it plays into the system. From what I've researched is things like the CFR, CMP, that's why the CFR has, thousands of members, is they're bringing people in to try to influence them, to try to see who they can get to work in the system. And if they don't, they get kicked out or stay low. If they say yes, they move up the power structure. But then I've seen people unfairly claim, because I don't know if she's evil or not. I know Brad Pitt's seen my films, and I'm going to leave it at that, and likes them. But to say Angelina Jolie is evil without proof, though she made some Illuminati movies, I tend to not like her and don't trust her. And I know Bono is involved with the Rockefellers. I know he's now is a front of the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation and is evil. It takes me time to research something before I can 100% say, the whole thing is rotten to the core. But I mean, overall, I'm just trying to give people my own view on how I analyze things and understand things. You've been in the anti-New World Order movement for close to 50 years, Bob Chapman. You've been basically driven out of the U.S. with, assassination attempts and people trying to plant hand grenades on you and all the rest of it. But I know you were there putting out Gary Allen, None Dare Call It Conspiracy, doing such yeoman work. You know a lot of these CMP people, I would imagine. What's your view on it, and what's your view of what Charlotte's saying?
Well, she's right, and it's perpetual. They don't give up. They never stop. And as you say, if someone goes along with the program after they recruit them, that's all fine and good. If not, they're shunted aside or they leave or whatever. And we went through these change agents during the 60s and 70s. They are planted. There's absolutely no question. I mean, we even had them planted in gun clubs, if you can believe that. And we were able to identify them and isolate them. Charlotte doesn't know this, but I was involved in the first gubernatorial race that Ronald Reagan was in, and I know a great deal about him for a lot of reasons. And I know a lot of things that I'll never say on radio because they get me killed. They'll start really looking for me.
And you haven't told me about this stuff, just like I told the D.C. madam off air. I said, do not tell me anything that's not on air. We're all being listened to right now. If you're not going to put it out there, Bob, in fact, I wouldn't. Well, now you've said it. You pretty much got to say it now.
This is going to be shocking. Ronald Reagan was a homosexual.
Mm-hmm.
Besides the fact that during the late 1930s and early 40s, he was making what we would call today pro-communist speeches.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's on record. I mean, they spun that he was young and woke up, later and became a conservative.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it all goes, and it was part of the reason that he had as many roles as he had in the movies, because he really wasn't a very good actor. And I knew him quite well, and he was a nice enough guy.